to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Bringing it out, it's Payne. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Notre Dame will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you...
Wow, taking a shot on the very first play. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Looking to set up the screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop it, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. First down and 10 now. Ball handed off. Mussini able to make the stop after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Leonard. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he moved the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got it down there inside the 30. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No chance to catch it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So NC State's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. Absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
But he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Gonna run it. It's low. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCall. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. NC State comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Concepcion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. On this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He's going to hand this off. solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. The completion makes it 2nd and short. Heading left after the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he's so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now it's 2nd down. There's the handoff.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Looking downfield.
Give me that! Let's go!
Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Of course, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to read.
Motherfucker, I can't.
Adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Mitchell.
What?
And he's brought down, but he does.
You don't get a ticket for almost dying? Like, what? 650,000? That's all you get? You're getting shot in the chest? Fuck that.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that. I'm like, I don't get a ticket.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Movement here from the tight end. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still no answer for this offense.
Come on!
We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. NC State comes to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run. The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal.
3:25.
On the ground, it's Waters. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Looking to pass, it's McCall. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good. Makes the score 21-7. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Grab down the middle. It's Mitchell. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't get any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Receiver makes the catch. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made over the middle.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Price. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. 1st and goal, handoff. And they'll get him down that time. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Leonard. He'll throw it now. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Still no answer for the passing game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. That's caught. It's Rogers. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. NC State comes to the line quickly. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Waters. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
How about Notre Dame
Posted at a backer. Here he comes up with the sack. Little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, it's McCall. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made down inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go up. Use his speed to get around. He'll make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to field it. Coverage team brings down the returner. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Was it not? By the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out, comes down with it, and the quarterback... Sure, he's actually over 200 yards. Receivers for plays like this.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
325.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. Fights his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
kicking team on now for the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's McCall. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Collins. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a nice move there. Fighting him off. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
With the catch, it's Collins. Finding space at the 20. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. NC State now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pass. It's McCall. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this.
You know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's 4. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. It was a foot race and he won it. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. And they keep it going. Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one knocked away, incomplete. Good job by the defense to end the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. We'll check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. To the air, it's McCall. Throws to the tight end. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. Gotta love this starting field position.
29.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on the screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers and stopped short of the 1st down. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Price. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Now just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Waters. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
On the 6.
A new set of downs after that completion.
Igloo. Igloo. Check, check. Check. And
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short.
Hey.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Oh, and he could not haul it in. A third down drop. Brings up fourth now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Cut it. 3:25.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Waters. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Easy. Ready.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. It's Concepcion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On the ready.
NC State has moved into the red zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up.
Pound 55 wheat.
Ball handed off. Trucks through the defender. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Okay, ready.
NC State lines up 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set. Hot. Ready.
Dropping back. It's McCall. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field.
Here we go.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Important 2nd down play coming up. To the air. It's McCall. Quick throw, caught over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The offense now operating in empty. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it.
Boy, this offense is... Hey, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football, they have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on the quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kirk, what can you do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, College Football.